They will smile at you while sharpening the knife. That is the first truth you must swallow, not later. Now, trust is the most expensive mistake you will ever make. It doesn't break loudly. It whispers. It waits. Then it destroys you when you are most exposed. You weren't betrayed by enemies. Enemies announce themselves. You were betrayed by the ones who knew your weaknesses, the ones who heard your fears at night, the ones who called you brother, sister, lover, friend. That pain you carry, that tightness in your chest, that constant alertness you can't turn off. It didn't come from nowhere. It came from trusting when you should have observed. The world doesn't reward honesty. It exploits it. It doesn't protect loyalty. It consumes it. From the moment you are born, you are taught a lie. Trust people. Be open. Be kind. They never tell you the price. Every time you trusted blindly, you paid in blood. Maybe not literal blood, but dignity, peace, time. And time is the only currency you never get back. People don't betray you because you are weak. They betray you because you are useful. The moment your usefulness ends, so does their loyalty. Watch closely. When you are winning, everyone is proud of you. When you are losing, everyone is busy. This isn't pessimism. This is clarity. The Stoics knew this centuries ago. They didn't preach hatred. They preached distance, emotional discipline, controlled detachment. You don't need to hate people to survive them. You just need to stop expecting them to be what they are not. Humans are driven by self-interest, not morals, not promises, not love, self-interest. And when their interest collides with yours, you lose, unless you are prepared. That's the rule of survival. Trust no one. Observe everyone. You were never meant to be soft in a hard world. You were meant to be sharp. Think about every major wound in your life. Someone lied. Someone disappeared. Someone chose themselves. And yet, you blamed yourself. You replayed conversations. You wondered what you did wrong. That's the most dangerous part. You internalized their betrayal as your failure. But betrayal is not personal. It is predictable. People reveal who they are under pressure, under temptation, under fear. Pressure doesn't change people. It exposes them. And once you understand this, something shifts. You stop being surprised. You stop being disappointed. Loneliness becomes safer than fake company. There is power in solitude that no crowd can give you. When you stand alone, no one can pull the ground from under you. Most people fear being alone because they never built themselves. They outsourced their identity, their confidence, their worth. So when people leave, they collapse. You are not here to collapse. You are here to adapt. Stoicism is not about feeling nothing. It's about not being controlled by what you feel. You still feel pain, but it doesn't own you. You still feel anger, but it doesn't steer you. You learn to pause, to watch, to respond instead of react. That pause is lethal, because while others act on emotion, you act on strategy. The strongest person in the room is not the loudest. It's the one who can walk away without explaining. Silence confuses manipulators. Distance starves users. You don't announce your boundaries. You enforce them. Every time someone crosses you and you let it slide, you teach them how to treat you. That's another brutal truth. You don't get betrayed once. You get betrayed repeatedly because you tolerate it the first time. Survival demands memory. Never forget patterns. Never romanticize disrespect. Forgiveness is for your peace. Access is earned. Those are two different things. The mistake most people make is confusing empathy with weakness. They overgive. They overexplain. They overtrust. Then they are shocked when they are drained. Energy vampires don't need permission. They need availability. Cut that off. The moment you stop being emotionally accessible to everyone, your life gets quieter, clearer, sharper. You don't need many people. You need control. Control over your emotions. Control over your reactions. Control over who gets close enough to hurt you. Power isn't loud revenge fantasies. Power is being untouchable. Revenge is temporary relief. Detachment is permanent dominance. When someone realizes they can't affect you anymore, that's when they feel the loss. Not when you scream, not when you explain, but when you disappear emotionally. That silence eats them alive, because manipulators need reactions like oxygen. Starve them. You are not cruel for protecting yourself. You are not cold for setting limits. You are not heartless for choosing peace. You are evolved. The world respects what it cannot control. Look at how people treat those who are unpredictable, calm, and detached. With caution, with respect. That's where you need to be. Trust is not given. It is tested, slowly, repeatedly, and even then, never completely. You don't put all your armor down just because someone smiled. You stay prepared, not paranoid, prepared. There is a difference. Paranoia is fear-based. Preparation is reality-based. And reality says this: everyone has a breaking point. Everyone has a price, including you. The difference is you will know yours before the world finds it. That self-awareness is power. When you stop expecting loyalty, you stop being disappointed. When you stop expecting fairness, you start winning. This rule is not about becoming evil. It's about becoming unbreakable. You can still be kind, but you are no longer knave. You give respect, not access. You offer courtesy, not vulnerability. Your inner world is locked. Your moves are quiet. And slowly, the chaos around you loses its grip. Because nothing scares the world more than someone who needs nothing from it. This is where survival begins, not with rage, but with awareness. You are no longer asleep. You are no longer begging for loyalty. You are no longer explaining your pain to people who caused it. You are watching now, learning, adjusting. And this is only the beginning. Good, because now we move into the part most people avoid, the struggle. The psychology behind why trusting no one feels lonely before it feels powerful. At first, it hurts. You pull back. You stop sharing. You stop explaining. And suddenly, the room feels empty. That silence tests you. Your mind will try to drag you back to old habits. It will whisper that maybe you were too harsh, too guarded, too cold. That is weakness disguised as compassion. The human brain is addicted to connection, even toxic connection. Familiar pain feels safer than unfamiliar peace. That's why people return to those who hurt them. That's why they reopen doors that should stay sealed. Loneliness scares them more than betrayal. But loneliness is not your enemy. Loneliness is the training ground. When you are alone, your illusions die. There is no one to perform for, no one to impress, no one to lean on. You face yourself. Most people fail here. They don't trust others because they don't trust themselves. That's the root. They seek validation because their identity is unstable. They need reassurance because their foundation is weak. So when someone gives them attention, they hand over power. That's how manipulation works. Manipulators don't force entry. They are invited in by emotional hunger. They study you. They mirror you. They make you feel seen. Then they slowly rewrite your boundaries. By the time you realize what's happening, you are already compromised. And when you finally stand up for yourself, they call you cold, selfish, changed. That accusation is confirmation. The moment you stop being useful, they reveal themselves. This is where Stoicism becomes necessary. Stoicism teaches you to expect human behavior without resenting it, to accept reality without surrendering control. You stop asking, why would they do this to me? And start asking, why did I allow this? That question hurts, but it makes you dangerous because responsibility gives you leverage. You realize that betrayal didn't start with them. It started with you ignoring red flags, excusing disrespect, romanticizing potential. You trusted words over actions. Words are cheap. Consistency is rare. People tell you who they are every day. Most just don't listen. They listen to apologies instead of patterns. That's why this rule is hard. Trust no one. It goes against conditioning, against emotion, against hope. But survival is not about hope. It's about alignment with reality. The reality is people will prioritize themselves under pressure. They will lie to avoid consequences. They will abandon to protect comfort. They will betray to advance position. This doesn't make them monsters. It makes them human. Once you accept that, anger fades. Clarity replaces it. You stop taking things personally. You stop seeking closure. Closure is a myth sold to the emotionally dependent. You don't need explanations. You need conclusions. Someone showed you who they are. That's the ending. The real struggle is resisting the urge to explain yourself. Explaining is a plea for understanding, and understanding is irrelevant to those who already decided to misuse you. Silence is strength here, not passive silence, strategic silence. You speak when it serves you. You disappear when it protects you. This creates discomfort in others. They are used to access, to reactions, to influence. When that disappears, they panic. They will test you, provoke you, push boundaries. This is the psychological withdrawal phase. You are no longer feeding their ego, so they try harder. That's when most people relapse. They respond, they argue, they reopen wounds, and the cycle restarts. You must resist. Power is not proven by confrontation. It is proven by restraint. The strongest move is not engagement. It is non-participation. This feels unnatural at first because your nervous system is used to chaos. Drama becomes a chemical addiction. Cortisol, adrenaline. Peace feels empty until your system recalibrates. That recalibration is painful. You will feel detached, disconnected, emotionally flat. That is not numbness. That is detox. Your mind is relearning how to exist without constant threat. During this phase, doubt creeps in. You wonder if isolating yourself is making you weaker, if you are missing opportunities, if you are becoming too guarded. This is where discipline matters. You are not isolating. You are selecting. You are not cold. You are controlled. You are not antisocial. You are strategic. There is a difference between walls and filters. Walls block everyone. Filters let the right ones through slowly. And slowly is the key. Trust is built in silence, not promises. Anyone can say the right thing. Few can stay consistent when there's nothing to gain. That's why you watch how people act when you are no longer convenient. When you stop giving, stop chasing, stop overextending. Who stays neutral? Who becomes hostile? Who disappears? That information is priceless. You don't confront it, you log it. Survival is data-driven. Emotion clouds judgment, detachment sharpens it. This is why lonely leaders outlive popular ones. They are not swayed by approval. They are not trapped by loyalty myths. They understand something simple. Power belongs to those who need the least. The less you need validation, the less control others have. This is where revenge fantasies dissolve. You stop wanting to hurt those who hurt you, not because you forgave them, but because they are irrelevant. Indifference is the highest form of revenge. When someone realizes they no longer matter to you, they feel smaller than any insult could make them. That's when the balance shifts. But getting here requires enduring misunderstanding. People will label you cold, arrogant, unchanged. Let them. Misunderstood is a small price for being unexploitable. You were never meant to be understood by everyone. You were meant to be effective. This phase shapes you, hardens you, refines your instincts. You stop reacting emotionally. You pause, you calculate, you move with intent. And slowly, something changes. Your presence becomes heavier. Your words carry weight. Your silence commands respect. People sense boundaries even when you don't announce them. That's when you know you're no longer prey. You are still in the fire, still shedding illusions, still learning restraint. But you are no longer bleeding openly. You are healing quietly. And the world notices quiet strength far more than loud pain. This struggle is necessary. This discomfort is required, because what comes next is not survival, it's dominance. Then this is where everything locks into place. Not overnight, not dramatically, but permanently. Power doesn't arrive with noise. It settles in quietly, like armor under skin. By now, you don't flinch when people change. You expect it. You don't chase explanations. You don't demand loyalty. You watch behavior. You measure consistency. You move accordingly. This is the transformation. You stopped needing people to validate your pain. You stopped rehearsing arguments in your head. You stopped fantasizing about revenge. Not because you became softer, because you became sharper. Your emotions are no longer public property. Your plans are no longer shared prematurely. Your trust is no longer handed out as charity. You learned the difference between openness and exposure. Most people expose themselves and call it honesty. You learn to be selective and call it wisdom. This is stoic strength. You don't suppress emotion. You command it. Anger becomes fuel, not fire. Pain becomes insight, not identity. Loneliness becomes clarity, not weakness. You stopped asking the world to be fair. You started preparing for it to be ruthless, and that preparation changed everything. Now, when someone tests you, they feel it immediately. Not resistance, not hostility. Finality. They sense that access is not guaranteed. That manipulation won't work. That games won't be played. Because you don't play to win arguments. You play to control outcomes. This is the level most never reach. They are still reactive, still emotional, still bleeding in public. You are not. You understand leverage now. Leverage is not threats. It's independence. When you don't need anyone's approval, their opinions lose power. When you don't need their presence, their absence stops hurting. When you don't need revenge, you become terrifyingly calm. Calm is not passive. Calm is contained force. It's the confidence that comes from knowing you can walk away from anything. You don't fear abandonment anymore. You fear entanglement. That shift alone puts you ahead of most people. Because fear makes people predictable. You are no longer predictable. You no longer over-explain. You no longer defend your boundaries. You no longer try to be understood by those committed to misunderstanding you. You let results speak. Your circle is smaller now, but it is cleaner. Fewer voices, less noise, more focus. You realized something crucial. Most people don't deserve a front row seat to your life. Access is earned through time, not words. Through pressure, not promises. You test quietly. You observe patiently. And if someone fails the test, you don't argue. You adjust distance. Distance is the ultimate correction. No drama, no announcements, no emotional exits. Just absence. That absence protects your energy, your mind, your future. This is where real revenge exists, not in destruction, in elevation. Nothing hurts a betrayer more than watching you become untouchable. They expected you to break, to beg, to spiral. Instead, you got quieter, more disciplined, more focused. That confuses them, because they needed you emotional, they needed you reactive. Without that, they lose relevance, and relevance is what they crave. You don't need to expose them, time will. You don't need to correct lies, silence will. Truth doesn't rush, it waits. And while others are still talking, you are building. This is the ultimate power. Not domination over others, mastery over yourself. You wake up with intent, you move with purpose, you rest without guilt. Your life becomes clean, efficient, uncluttered. You don't tolerate disrespect, not because you are angry, but because you are disciplined. Discipline is choosing long-term strength over short-term comfort. And comfort is what made you vulnerable before. You traded comfort for control. Now your presence carries weight. People feel it before you speak. They don't know why. They just know not to cross certain lines. That's not fear. That's respect born from certainty. You are certain of who you are, what you tolerate, what you walk away from. Uncertainty is weakness. Certainty is power. This mindset doesn't make you cruel. It makes you precise. You still choose kindness, but you no longer mistake it for obligation. You help when it aligns with your values, not when it drains you. That discernment is rare. Most people burn themselves trying to be liked. You don't. You let people think whatever they want. Opinions don't feed you. Approval doesn't protect you. Attention doesn't build your future. Focus does, and focus thrives in solitude. That's why you no longer fear being alone. You fear being distracted. Distraction is how people lose years. You won't. You've paid too much already. The betrayals, the losses, the nights questioning your worth, those weren't wasted. They trained you. You learned to read silence, to sense intention, to feel danger before it speaks. That intuition was carved by pain, and now it serves you. You don't announce your evolution. You let it be discovered too late. Because those who underestimated you were never paying attention. They saw kindness and assumed weakness. They saw patience and assumed passivity. They were wrong. You were learning how to survive without becoming bitter, how to be strong without being loud, how to be dangerous without being reckless. That balance is rare, and now you live by a rule that cannot be broken. Trust no one blindly. Observe everything. Move deliberately. You don't close your heart. You guard it. You don't isolate from the world. You navigate it with armor. This is not paranoia. This is evolution. The world hasn't changed. You have. And that is why you will outlast it. Because in the end, the most powerful position is this: needing nothing, owing nothing, fearing nothing. Trust no one, and you will never be betrayed again.